Underestimated things make life beautifully, you see. Turning weaknesses into strengths, or how it rains. With glasses, soul vibes, we spread our wings. Stay true to your path, no need for honesty.
Welcome back to another episode of Underestimated Strength, where we explore the hidden power within each of us. I'm your host, Dr. Erica Seaborn, and today we're diving into a topic that resonates with many of us, the impact of relying on others for support and guidance, and how it can shape our personal and professional lives. We've all encountered individuals who consistently lean on others to achieve their goals. Whether it's asking friends to look for job opportunities or relying on a colleague to write their resume, this behavior can reveal some serious implications. So let's break down why this reliance can be problematic. First up, we have the lack of initiative. When someone constantly depends on others to do the heavy lifting, it suggests a lack of personal motivation. This can come off as laziness or a lack of ambition. It's essential to take ownership of our pursuits, as this is where true growth begins. Next, let's talk about undermining personal growth. When we don't seek out opportunities independently, we miss out on valuable experiences that contribute to our development. Each challenge we face is a chance to learn and improve. And by taking initiative, we enrich our lives and expand our skills. Now let's consider the strain on relationships. Constantly asking others to shoulder our burdens can lead to frustration and resentment. Friends and colleagues may feel their time is taken for granted, which can damage those relationships. And it's vital to foster a sense of mutual respect and support. Another point to consider is the dependence on others. Relying too much on others can foster a sense of dependency, which can ultimately diminish our confidence. Believing we can't succeed without assistance can hinder our growth and self-reliance. There's also the perception by employers. If job seekers are constantly leaning on others, employers may view them as lacking the drive or skills needed to thrive in a competitive environment. How are you going to succeed if you're constantly asking people how to do something and you're not trying to learn it on your own? Taking initiative can significantly enhance our professional image. Lastly, let's touch on the ethical considerations. Using someone else's ideas without acknowledgement can be seen as exploitative, and it diminishes the value of genuine collaboration. And it's crucial to appreciate and recognize the contribution of others. Now let's shift gears a bit. What happens when someone becomes upset when their questions are not answered? What happens when they ask you, how do you do this? Or can you do this for me? And you try to get them to do it on their own and you don't answer them. What happens? This highlights some important dynamics. So here are a few ways to navigate each situation. First, it's important to set boundaries. Communicate your availability and willingness to help them. If you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to say no. Next, take the opportunity to explain the value of expertise. Your time is valuable, and they shouldn't take that for granted, and they should recognize that there is value in your abilities and your talents. Educate the person on why their requests might not always be met. Knowledge comes at a cost. It costs you something to get to where you are now and to learn what you know. And it's essential to recognize that. You can't just give it out for free. They have to recognize you made a sacrifice, and they have to do the same as well. Encourage independence. You could suggest resources like books or online courses that can empower them to learn on their own. This will help strengthen their confidence and also may inspire them to want to learn more. By practicing empathy, it's crucial to do that, because then they'll see that you're trying to help them and not hinder them, that you're not being mean, but you are trying to help them strengthen their underestimated strength as well. And practicing empathy is crucial as well, because you need to understand that their frustration may stem from a lack of knowledge. And acknowledging their feelings can create a constructive dialogue. You may learn from each other. So it could be beneficial to everyone involved. And it can also make your bond stronger as well. So if you feel comfortable, you might offer limited assistance. Don't give them too much. You don't want them being codependent on you. You want them to be strong. You can provide brief insights, but clarify that you can't go into detail. This shows willingness to help while maintaining your boundaries. Redirecting them to resources can also be beneficial. Point them towards online communities or professional networks where they can find the information they are seeking. Open communication is also key. If frustration continues, discuss why their expectations might be unrealistic. Clear dialogue can prevent misunderstandings. Finally, encourage them to seek out mentorship or join groups where guidance is shared collectively. This helps broaden their support network. Remember, addressing these dynamics requires a balance of empathy and assertiveness. By establishing boundaries and encouraging self-reliance, we can foster a more respectful exchange of knowledge. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Underestimated Strength. And remember, taking ownership of your journey is where your true strength lies and begins. Your underestimated strength should not be taken for granted. And until the next time, stay strong and keep pushing forward in your underestimated strength as you encourage others to do the same. God bless you.
Underestimation fuels our fire, proving doubt is wrong, reaching higher. In the midst of chaos we never tire, brightening the world like a shining spire. Embrace uniqueness, Never retire. Don't let them label you with that paintbrush. Rise above, break free from the hush. Embrace your power. In God, put your trust.